Hi, this is Joel Persinger. I'm the Gun Guy. Thank you very much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Listen, I've been getting a ton of questions about product reviews. I don't know why, but it seems like that's the topic at the moment where Gun Guy TV is concerned, so I figured I'd answer it once for you and whoever else might want to know. Here's the deal with product reviews. We do not charge to review products. That's been the #1 question is, you know, do you charge people to review their products? You're making money reviewing the products. Why are you asking me to support your channel and so on? Okay, so let me just clear that up. We do not charge manufacturers or distributors or anybody else to review their products. If they send us a product, we review it free of charge. I realize that on the internet, on YouTube, it is a very common practice for people to charge to review products. I've run into situations where people have charged upwards of $1,000 to $1,500 to review a product. I don't do that. Now, I'm not critical of people who do it. It's a business model. I get it. I don't do it, and the reason I don't is because I want to make sure that I don't have somebody pay me to do a review and then they have an expectation that I'm going to review their product in a specific way. When I do a review, it's an honest review. If you send me a product, I'm going to look at that product and check it out and use it and fiddle with it, and if I think it's awesome, I'm going to say so, and if I don't, I'm going to say so. Now, there are some things that I just never do. For example, I never charge, as I said, to review products. I also never trash a product completely. So if somebody sends me something that I just can't say anything positive about, I won't review it. What I'll do is I'll send a note to them and I'll send them back the product and I let them know, you know, here's the problems I have with the product. Here's why I don't feel I can do a positive review on it. Here's what I think might make the product better. And if you want to address these things and then send it to me again, I'm happy to look at it another time. Now, that to me seems fair to the manufacturer, it seems fair to the distributor, it seems fair to the company that I'm dealing with, so that I'm not just trashing companies all over the place. The other thing is I don't destroy products, so I'm not the guy who takes them out and pushes them to the point of failure. I just don't do that. There are other channels that do, and it's neither good nor bad. It's just not something that I do, so I don't do that. Likewise, I don't fix products. If somebody sends me a product, it's got to work out of the box, and it's got to work as advertised out of the box. Because if I was buying it, I'd want it to work out of the box. Let's see, the other thing, the only thing I require people to do with products is send me a prepaid return shipping label, because we're not going to pay to ship it back. If they want the product back, they have to send us a prepaid return shipping label. We'll ship it back to them. It's not a problem. If they don't want the product back and they want us to keep it, or they just don't want it because there's nothing they can do with it, that's the case with Optics Planet. They don't sell used equipment. So once they send it to me, they don't want it back because they got nothing they can do with it. They're not going to resell it, so they just leave it here. That's fine. We just make sure that people know that if they want to leave us a product, that's neat. We like that. If it's something that we like, my son will use it, my kids will use it, my friends will use it, I'll use it, whatever. But we're very, very clear, abundantly clear, that if they give us something, leave us something, or whatever, it is not going to change the review that they get in any way, shape, or form. The reviews you get on this channel are honest, straightforward reviews. Now, people have taken me to task because I'll look at an inexpensive optic and they'll say, well, it's not as good as this one over here. Okay, well, that's the other thing. When I look at a product, I look at it for what it is, not what it is not. So I'm not going to look at a $250 optic and compare it to an $800 optic, or I'm not going to look at a $25 holster and compare it to a $1,500 holster. If you can find a $1,500 holster, I don't think you can, but you get the idea. Actually, if you can find one, tell me what it is, because I don't know. You get the idea. I'm going to review it for what it is and for who might purchase it. And even if I don't like the product, if it does what it does well and someone else might like it, if it's going to work for the person that it's designed for, I'm going to say good things about it. But you'll also notice in my reviews, I also will mention, this is the one thing I don't like about it, or these are the 2 things I think they could have done better. That's because what I'm trying to give you is an honest, straightforward opinion based upon what I think. Now, I'm not an expert in everything, but frankly, I am an expert in some things, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm an expert pistol shot. I'm an expert firearms instructor. I'm not a gunsmith, and I've said that many times, so I don't do things from that angle. I'm not a military veteran. I don't review things from that angle. I review it from the basis of experience that I have in carrying a gun for pretty much almost 40 years, for shooting for well over 50 years, and teaching people to shoot for 25 years or more. Okay, so that's kind of where I come from. If you're critical about that, I get it, but that is what it is. Now, with the review thing, this leaves us in a couple of great positions. One great one, one not so much. But the great one is that whatever you see me review on this channel, you can be assured that I'm giving you my honest, forthright opinion, and it's not colored by or influenced by the manufacturer or anybody else, because I'm not going to lie, cheat, or do favors. Nobody's paying me to review a product. Now, on the other hand of that, that's also a ton of revenue we don't get as a channel that other channels, not all of them, but some channels do bring in because they charge to review products, and I don't. And hence the reason why I ask you to purchase things on the online store and sign up for Second Call Defense, which is, by the way, a great company, and I've been pushing them for years, long before they ever decided to sponsor the channel, which they kind of do now. So it helps us a little bit if you actually sign up for Second Call Defense as your concealed carry insurance coverage as opposed to something else. If you go to Patreon and support us there and help us out with the channel, we put some great content up there for you. And if you get there and you support the channel and you say, well, I'm not fond of this content, I'd like something else, hey, let us know, because we'll happily provide whatever needs to be provided on Patreon to keep our premium customers and premium patrons happy. So those are things we want to work with you. It's a work in progress, as is everything else. So that's why I ask you to support us in other ways, because we're not bringing in money doing the things that I'm doing for manufacturers. They're making money off of it. We're not. What we're trying to do is do a good service for you. So anyway, there's the answer for product reviews. I hope that settles that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. You can send it to joel@gunguy.tv, or you can go to the website at gunguy.tv and just hit the contact form. So just hang in there, and if you have other questions, please ask. If we get enough people, we'll do a video on it. Otherwise, we'll try to answer them individually. Thank you again very much for watching. Have a great week, and please be safe.